and mindly or what have you, begin to feel like, oh, maybe it is true. I heard it somewhere. Oh, somebody said, and all that. They've done so well. Lock him up and try so well to control the narrative. If there are those who didn't understand what Nnamdi Kanu was saying, let us show them that this is what he's trying to do. He's trying to be the king. He's trying to command everybody. If you don't agree with him, they are going to actually kill you. So they have been pushing that narrative for 4.5 years. Only them. And yet none of this is taken to their own courts as evidence to say, this is the evidence. This guy is very dangerous. This is what we have. Look at this, look at that. About in 2025. So tomorrow, we are going to take it on from there, which simply means that we get to see what their court will do or say after all. And another thing that will happen tomorrow, if their court says, no, it's got a case to answer, then maybe they can manufacture other evidence, but that would then have to be for the defense team, is defense, right? To now go on and trash all of the witnesses that they presented, which would then now lead to another one, the judgment. But they can save us all of that tomorrow. Yeah, I think. However, there's another problem brewing in case if it's not really been like, what do you call it? It's not really been publicized enough. I've been hearing about this for a few days now. I mentioned it, I think 2 days or thereabout ago, but it seems to be more than that. There was a report that an orphanage home, right, had some children missing, but a child was kidnapped from there, was taken to Kano and converted to Islam, changed his name and all that. But it seems like there is more, or there are more children affected by this. Even though they said, it was actually, according to these two guys who went to NAPTIP in Abuja, Peter and Mama P, I think they are called, those two guys. I'll show you. So they went to NAPTIP to go find out, like, what are you doing about these missing children? Missing children in Nigeria? How is that? They said in Delta State, there are women who are looking for their children. And they said these children are up to like 52 children. Somebody who looked like the member of the government of Delta State, right? Came out and said, no, there's no child missing. That's nothing, right? But this was before this new clip, right? So I'll take you to both. First, those who went to NAPTIP. Then after, what a supposed rep of Delta government is saying. In Ugeli is actually where they said this is pretty much rampant or well reported. Here.
All right, fellow Nigerians, country people, we don't reach NAPTIP headquarters here for Abuja. Myself, yes. Mama P, a flag boy at the back of camera, Sarah Ibrahim, Didier, so that this will make motor no go jam your papa. Because on this case of the issue of whether na missing children, whether it is kidnapped children, whether it is abduction, whatever it is, we say make we come here to know exactly the situation. And good enough, we met with the leadership of NAPTIP. We thank them. The DG, Hajia Binta Adamu Bello, and other directors from NAPTIP. Nigerian government, it is unfortunate and it is a shame the condition of children for Nigeria. If we cannot agree that we should protect women, protect men, give youth employment, we must agree that we must take care of children in this country. If at all we don't do anything, any nation that cannot take care of the welfare of its children is amongst nations most miserable. Everybody will get hand for the taking care and welfare of children. Una hand dey this case, so more videos go come out because talk day.
So many details.
Ministry of Women Affairs, police, government, but at least we were able to establish. They said the intelligence came from Kano State government, and it has been for years on this issue of missing children. The children we don't miss, they're plenty. And the painful part is to even ascertain that what if of the ones where they say their parents know they, we nobody know about, the orphans that may be there.
Because that's why we are
because that is why we are talking about this one, because some people came out. But now They say, according to NAPTIP, they say not be only the women from Delta, they say that they are Peking. There are also women from Kano. Everybody, they shout now. They need to conduct the DNA. Mama P appealed to the GG.
Yeah,
you made the request.
I told her that the children be brought to a neutral ground.
Neutral location.
Since they are saying, oh, this north they claim, south
they claim.
Let them now bring them to a neutral ground. They cannot be there claiming.
All this issue of religious and whatever should be removed.
So if you say that NAPTIP is not Christian or
they are
Muslim,
not biased,
then bring them to a neutral ground, which she said in good faith
they
that
will
she will consider and get back to us.
Yes.
So we know that she go want package or
do something.
So that's just it.
And then importantly, NAPTIP said they will expedite investigation.
Because we told them that they are on a litmus test. The whole world is watching. So it's not a thing of protocol. You need to.
And this thing has to be time bound so that children will be reunited from to their parents.
Yes.
Children belong in families.
As we stated them, as they say that they investigate trafficker. And so we still say they investigate their officers.
Yes, officers.
Yes.
Because you cannot have a situation where any agency that is saying you are protecting a mandate, there should be no allegation that it is possible that elements in that place are carrying out what you are fighting against. It will be an unfortunate situation. So as it is now, we must ensure that we follow up on this case. Mama P, men will mount. The children will be brought back. The DNA conducted, reunited to their parents, and Nigerians, we must fix government in this country.
And judiciary, I want to use this opportunity to beg Una, ask them, because there's a big postponement.
Yes, case day court.
12 months.
Children need to return to their people in the name of whatever una they say. The children need to return.
Please, please.
The mama will burn this thing. Na Heineck. Make a kukuma go start Mahmoud Yakubu and the person where they say the Oribu where they do. Yes, now
because if we have good leadership,
all this one no go there here. Children, Nigerian children, for God's sake, some missing for 4, 5, 6 years. What of the one where nobody come and talk?
Delta State just came outside to say 17 children whether a hang barrel is missing.
If we cannot take care of children, then what are we doing as a country? In the name of God, Nigerian government, Nigerians must fix leadership.
Nigerians, trenches, everybody around the nation, those online.
I don't get nation. Anybody where they fight for good Nigeria be your nation. Now trenches
nation. Trenches, please stay active. All the targets.
Oh, they go. You to your wall, since I know you have problem. Now my day, my life. All right, fellow.
You know, missing children. I think that's kind of like a common or will be rampant in poor countries, but that of Nigeria is exceptional. You know, it's a place where people hardly keep record. Not even the government keeps enough record, so to say. So children will be stolen. The parents will be helpless. They probably will never see them again, and all within the country, you know, back and forth and all that. So when they say that the number of missing children, right, including the number of missing children in Nigeria is practically unimaginable. So, but the number of found children to be missing or are yet to be returned to their parent and all that, that's also substantial. That's where the NAPTIP or the Ministry of Women Affairs comes in, I think. Right? But in Delta State, where it is believed that most of, especially this particular case that has become a thing, right? In Delta State, where women were seen to have protested that their children are missing, and they've received report that, in fact, the supposed government agent, excuse me. Well, sorry. So they suppose that the government agents responsible for stuffs like this, that some of them are also involved in human trafficking, child trafficking. So that makes it even more scandalous. Like, you know, if those who are supposed to really protect them are also responsible for them going missing. However, a man that I believe is a representative of a Delta government was on Arise earlier today, and he was talking about it, and he categorically dismissed it. He said there's no child missing. It's like, so were those women lying? Here, his own the response to that?
First, let's make it very clear, there are no missing 52 children in Agbaro, in Ughelli North, or in Delta State, as a matter of fact. When this thing was brought to our knowledge some months back, precisely in May, that there were some missing children and then there was a demonstration, I personally went to the palace of the Osubi of Agbaro, the king, and I had a meeting with those who were victims. And then after that meeting, there was a follow-up meeting in my office where we invited all those who said their children were missing. And at the end of the day, we were able to ascertain that 5 cases were involved. And we brought in the police and all of that. After that, we went to work. And then we found out that out of that 5, that one eloped, one was 17 years old, eloped with the boyfriend, and one other one who says Master Success Henry was taken away by the father because the father and the mother were separated, and it took the child to Otokutu, the nearby well search that we have recovered. Then another was Tega Ejapofu. That one is particularly very painful. The mother is mentally unstable, and it was roaming the streets with the child. And then when she eventually got her senses, when she was taken to a healing home, she told the people there that she had a child, and that one is one we've not been able to, but the security people are on top of it, on top of the matter. Then there's another one we know of, Moses Lucky. That one was the mother prepared food and said, okay, let her go and invite her friend. And before she came back, the child is missing. Then the other one we heard was that it was they caught somebody with a child on this cat by a cat pusher. You know, this what we call iron condemn. This will go about scavenge metal and all those things around Agbaro. So the allegation was that most of these they suspend these cat pushers. So what I did immediately was to ban the activities of cat pushers. These are all condemned in Agbaro. So while the police were taking up the other matter, but surprisingly, on the 14th of this month, we got report that two twins were involved. That is a twin, Divine Elisha and Delight Elisha, aged 5 years, that they were left in the custody of their elder sister, one Mercy Agege, who is 15 years. And then while they were there, I think the girl went out and left them unattended to. And before she came back, somebody said that somebody came in there to ask the child of 5 years to get pure water, and then left with the child. So that matter already, so we're dealing with the issue of 3. But even at that, even if I don't want to talk about figures here, for a child missing, it's very painful to have a child to be missing. But the issue of 52, the issue of twin being taken away is not the way it is. This is the first time we're having the issue of a twin, Divine and Delight Elijah. So the first
nuisance lele. News.
So let me ask, are you by any means convinced by all he said there, right? Because I am not. In all honesty, I'm not. But that is their own position. They said that there is no 52 children missing, except for 5 cases. Out of the 5, 3 is missing. Even though he started the statement that, as a matter of fact, there is no child missing. Only for him to end with, oh, we have the police involved. So 3 missing. So that is why I don't believe him, right? But that's just me. Okay. Children. Can't even imagine what it is like to lose a child. You know, I can't imagine it. But there you are. So the women that came out that said their children were missing, they were lying, according to this guy. Right? Well, again, it's up to you if you believe him or not. Not that it's going to really matter anymore. So in Lagos today, there is the news of another demolition as part of the states still, trying to recover from the flash flood that, took most of their streets, even homes, in Trade Fair International Markets in Lagos, right? The state government embarked on demolition of 19 buildings, 19 properties within the market. And the rumor has it that they were planning to build residential areas, residential houses, so to say, on the land. And this again has triggered, conversation around the safety of your investments. In Nigeria, where you could lose it any moment once the criminal politicians decide that, and you may lose everything without even any compensation, right? So as captured earlier today, starting from this noon, Trade Fair in Lagos.
Is the trade fair complex. You understand? We're going to preserve the trade fair complex, which is this, which is why all these buildings. This is the trade fair complex.
Yeah, and I like to have life now. Yeah, I go Plaza. I just now love on now. On a life now. I need to move everywhere. All the Plaza. Oh, you're gonna go? We're gonna get all the whole building in and here. Now this line I need to move everywhere. All the whole building, all of them. They take it everywhere. Line I need now. I need to demolish all the whole plazas together. Yeah, breaking all the whole plazas. And then over get live this morning. They're gonna feel like I feel see the prison.
They don't take good days, but if you find all those times,